Next witness would be Kat Byrne.
Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the committee. I'll try to be brief. We've heard a lot of really good, important testimony. I do have written remarks, but as I was listening to Roberta, I couldn't help but scribble some thoughts based on her testimony. I'm really excited to talk about heat pumps and grid modernization. This is at the State House, and not everyone shares my enthusiasm, but bear with me. So just some context, People's Power and Light, you've heard me testify before, local nonprofit. We work on grid power issues, energy efficiency, but we actually got our start 35, 36 years ago around a kitchen table. Folks were facing the oil crisis and high prices. And so they banded together to form a co-op to work with dealers to have more affordable oil. And we still have that program today in both Massachusetts and Rhode Island because of affordability issues. But our program offerings have expanded, as you can tell. We now have biofuel programs. We have local renewables programs. We have a Drive Green program for electric vehicles. So the future is happening. Transitions are happening. And what Roberta, I really deeply respect her and the industry because, again, we work with oil dealers every day and serve our members in that capacity. But we need to consider that we're in a transition. Once upon a time, those dealers were coal and ice deliverers. And I think we're now in a position where we're going to transition again towards heat pumps. And one thing that wasn't mentioned, in addition to heating, heat pumps are really excellent at cooling. And in addition to be very clean, they're super efficient. So yes, there's an upfront cost, but there's a lot of savings to be had with these technologies. I won't bore you with the details. We have a lot of blogs and webinars on this topic, but it's true that you do have to install them efficiently and properly, and it is true, it's not right for every household, and we at People's Power and Light take that seriously. We recommend a heat pump for oil-heated homes, propane homes, electric resistance heat. Might not be cost-effective for a natural gas customer. I'll be very frank about that, but 38% of homes in Rhode Island today still heat with oil and could stand to benefit from this technology. And there's also free trainings available here in the state from manufacturers to make sure that everybody can understand how to install them and also how to use them. I attended one myself by Clearizal. I was very impressed. So as we have a warming climate, I think heat pumps will be helpful. Quick note on grid modernization. All of the clean technologies are local. When we put on solar on your roof, you don't have to worry about constraining the grid. All of that transmission and distribution, there isn't that constraint that happens. Battery storage is expanding. You'll read in the papers more about the power sector transformation efforts that are happening in the state. We're making big progress with energy efficiency. There's new technologies and strategies to reduce peak demand, which is to say that big constraint when everyone turns on their air conditioner and the lights on in July. We're working to mitigate that. And with more solar and more battery storage, that will become less of an issue in the future. So really excited about that. In regards to this bill is essential. It's not just ambitious and doable. I think it is essential. I think Justin's points really spelled that out quite clearly. And I'm pleased to hear about folks in the room who already have electric vehicles. As I mentioned, our program makes it accessible and more affordable to Rhode Islanders today. We had a ride and drive event this morning. I talked to someone from DOH who was co-sponsoring it. I had to miss it because of the offshore wind announcement. So there's a lot of great things that are happening in the state that I think can help us achieve these targets. I'm not afraid of making this enforceable, but I think we owe it to our children and to our economy. This is making sure we're investing and making sure our state is resilient, that we pass this legislation. So I encourage you to read my testimony. We worked on the GWSA and are following it closely in Massachusetts. We have experience with this legislation. I can say that it works. But I do hope you support it, and I'm happy to answer your questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your enthusiasm as well.